What's up, guys? Welcome back for the next episode of Satisfactory. I know some of you were probably very excited about the length of the last episode. I don't know if I'm going to continue with that length of episode, but hey, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Anyway, let's grab the rest of this for our enhanced security asset dealy-do thing. We need reinforced iron plates, wire, and all that other stuff. Bam, look at that, we got enough. Need a bunch of wire, which, yeah, we're backed up on that, so we'll need to grab some of that. I'll grab some cable, too, just to have a little bit. And then we just need the iron rods. I'm carrying a lot of random junk on me right now. Don't need you guys. Actually, I do need you. Coal, SAM, sulfur, deuterium. Okay. Nice. There we go.
Milestone reached. The Xeno Basher is a direct upgrade from the Xeno Zapper. In the words of the engineer that first developed this tool, quote, "The Zapper kind of electrocutes things, the Basher straight up smacks stuff, while also electrocuting them," unquote. It is beneficial during encounters with aggressive fauna and has been tested thoroughly. The engineer's noble sacrifice for Xeno research will not be forgotten, whoever they were.
Sure. With that, we also get another tool slot, so we can do that. Yeah, I know I've been playing for 2 hours. Alright, yeah, we're gonna need the, reinforced iron frames. Or, sorry, not reinforced, the iron framework thing. You know what I'm talking about. These things, the modular frames. Speaking of, what are you operating at? Yeah, you're operating at 100%. You're operating at nothing because I turned you off on accident. Whoops. There you go. I don't know when I did that, but silly me. Let's just grab a few more of those. That was a shame. That probably put a dent in our smart plate production. Not at 100% anymore. Well, we got 130 already sent through, so 10% of the way, baby. Well, 13% of the way, baby. Of course. We need more cable. Look who's back. Wonderful. Welcome back to the playthrough. Electric baseball bat grabby thingy dealy do. Alright, I don't need to make anything else here. I'll make a few of these. Okay. Now, coal power. Yeah, we could get the tractors done, but I don't know if I'm going to be using a whole lot of vehicles this playthrough. Maybe trains? I should do something with trains, because, stuff. Anyway. Alright. 150 of those, 50 of those, 500 of those. We're almost there on all of that. You'll love to see it. Okay. Let's grab all that. Just grab all that. The rotors are going to be a little bit awkward to get because they're all currently en route to creating smart plating. We can head upstairs and grab it as it comes down the line, though. But hey, not too bad. We only need 4. Should be fine. Two more. All right. Bam.
Milestone reached. Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source. To assist with locating and identifying water, FICSIT has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
Yeah, those were pretty much equidistant from where we were. There's a normal one over there. It's impure. Yeah, we're right smack dab in the middle of 2, but processing the SAM is going to take a little bit of work. That's okay. What about quartz? I know we're going to need a decent amount of that. Not close. Oh, yeah. Okay. Quartz production might be over here. Alright, coal. Beautiful coal. Where is it? I know there's oil over here. Oh, look at that. That's pretty dang close, I think. And there's some water nearby. Alright. Love to see that. Only 600 meters away. That's pretty close. Okay, what do we need for water extractors? We need copper sheets. Okay. Not that big a deal. These just require more copper sheets and some rotors for those. Alright, so yeah, we're going to need copper sheets, apparently. Okay. Copper sheets are going to be our big thing right now. Which, in order for that to become a thing, we can do it. Yeah, copper sheets. That requires 20 copper ingots for 10 a minute. Okay, as far as copper is concerned, we've got the one node that we're tapping right now. But there is another pure one right next to it. And I am not against the idea of turning this one just into copper sheets. That should be relatively simple to set up. So let's do that. Yeah, pretty simple. Where's this lead to? Mercer sphere. Yeah, cats, of course. Well, I am more equipped to deal with that. Thought I heard something else near me. Alright. Clear some of this crap out. Alright. Now, can I do what I did before and set this up that way? Kinda. How do we want to do this? Great question. How much did each of these take? 20. So we're going to need 6 of these in order to make, well, 60 copper sheets a second. Or a minute, sorry. A second? Holy crap, that'd be so many. Right. 6 constructors, huh? I don't think I have enough space here currently. Nope. Close. Not too bad. You thought I was gonna fall off the edge, didn't you? Oh, ye of little faith. Throw a curve belt in there. I did it wrong again. I gotta smelt the ore. Okay, that's fine. I did it wrong again. Skipping steps, being lazy. You know, I'd like to think that I'd get better at this game. No? Okay, let's see. I'm okay with leaving the constructors there, I think. But we might want to shift this slightly. Getting a little awkward in terms of the spacing there. You know what? Let's line it up with you. Just doing that lineup thing again. It's not actually lined up. Yeah. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but it's a little awkward sometimes. I mean, okay, I know why it's doing it. It's because the world grid snapping doesn't line up exactly with where the nodes are. So that's why. Really? You did it again. See that? Said it was lined up. It's not lined up. You bastard. How many times am I going to have to do this? How many times am I going to teach you this lesson, old man? I'm the old man in this instance. Take a good jump on that. Okay. Could just go straight in on that one. That's fine. I don't normally split it like this. Normally I just do manifold, but whatever. It's fine. Alright, we're very quickly approaching our capacity again in terms of our actual consumption. So, probably want to do something about that. Yeah. We're getting there. Yeah, we're about to actually pop the breaker. Okay. I can't actually turn these on until I fix that. So let's go add another burner. And hopefully this will be the last burner. Probably not, though. I should probably set up 2 more just in case. God, just don't look at these power lines. That's not gonna work. Or is it? It's a glorious mess, but it's my mess. Once that gets fed, that's going to be 360. Yeah, 360. So, 30 to work with. Alright. All that 30 we set up is going to very quickly get used up once I power all this on. Look at that, we're 214 out of 1,000 for smart plating. Look at us, making a difference. Yep, that put us right up to what we needed for the capacity. So good for us. Oh, these ones aren't gonna line up, are they? I'm gonna have to half nudge every single one of these. Guess I don't need these belts that are going straight into the machines to be 120. Just the main belt that carries everything. Is there a downside to using Mark II belts for everything? No. But that's okay. Alright. This does line up with this somehow. Okay, so that's 60 copper sheets per minute. It's a full Mark I belt. What are we going to do with all this? Where are we going to bring this? What are we going to do with it? I suppose we'll find a place for it over there in the base. Let's go take a look. Could put it with all the other copper stuff. Probably should. Just for organization. Let's go. I don't know. Put it right there for now. Stop that. Why must you do this to me? How tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah. Yeah, that's probably fine. go the other way. And I only need to mark one belt for this, I think. Falling off of things. There we go. Copper sheets. Now we just gotta store it. And then that's one of the steps necessary in order for us to get started on that. Keep doing this where necessary. Eventually we'll get rid of all this. Sure, why not? More iron plates. Guess I didn't need to get rid of that. That's okay. You know what? Let's just do another stackable. Well, that's not going to work. Cool. So that should be a full belt of 60 coming through, along with the full belt of 60 here, because it's splitting 120 between them. Nice. You'll love to see it. Okay, copper sheets taken care of. Now, we've got copper sheets going. That's pretty much that taken care of. Rotors, I would like more of, because technically we don't have any extra. I could do something about that, and I should do something about that. I should have more iron up top to get that through if I wanted to. Because I don't think I have an independent setup for rotors just yet. I don't think that would be too difficult to set up. Let's go take a look at that before I end the episode and see if I can add on to what I've already got going. Maybe throw another constructor up there or something. Well, hang on. I'm only producing rotors down here, right? Yeah, this is the only place I got rotors. Which, this is running at 100%. So how many iron rods do I have coming through here? 45? So, I don't have enough to add on to this exacting line just yet. Because this is taking 20 and this is taking 12. I've almost got enough. Easiest thing I could do short term would be to turn off one of the assemblers that's making smart plating up there. That will give us a surplus of 2 whenever it backs up, which will take a while. I might as well just set up a new rotor production up top on the second story. I think we've got some leftover iron. I'll have to double check the count, but I'm pretty sure we've got some leftover iron. And we can split this. So, okay. We've got 3 of these, that's 37.5. Plus 3 of these, which are taking... Actually, these are taking 90. So, never mind. You know, now that I'm actually looking at the numbers, we're actually not producing enough iron, technically, for what we're pulling, right? 90 plus 37.5, that's 127.5. So technically, we're not keeping up. But it seems to be running all right. Mostly because we're not pulling that much product from it, so whatever. So, okay, never mind, we can't use this stuff. Did we have another iron node around here, or was it just these ones? There's that one. Yeah, no, yeah, we do. Okay. So I could set up another rotor production. So we've got this node over here I keep forgetting about, that we've got all this crap surrounding. Which is another pure node. There's not a whole lot of space available for utilizing this. That's not very pretty. Easiest thing to do would be to move where we've got our power coming in to utilize. Sounds like a problem for next episode. Right, well, anyway, that's going to do it for that one. If you guys liked it, feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, so on and so forth. I will see you all then. Bye-bye.